folks, we're back one other time for tonight to go the rest of the way through with our chocolate coconut poke cake. In part one, you saw us take one of our forks and poke a whole bunch of holes in the top pretty much just about all the way through, all throughout our chocolate coconut poke cake right here, and then drizzle and spread out the condensed coconut milk. For part two, I've got our oven all on broil. I've got our oven all on broil, and we're just waiting for it to be the perfect time to put some of this Tops brand flaked coconut on this cookie sheet. Yep, on this cookie sheet. On this cookie sheet right here. Just waiting for the perfect time to put some of this Top brand flaked coconut on this cookie sheet. On this cookie sheet right here. On this cookie sheet right here. On this cookie sheet. And then put it in for just like a quick little 15 seconds. You don't really need to leave it in for long at all. In the meantime, we're going to open up this Smucker's caramel sauce and drizzle some caramel sauce all over the top here. That's pretty much the next step, is to drizzle some Smucker's caramel sauce all over the top right here. So that's what we're going to do next. Open this up first. Now that this baking dish is cooled down, it's okay to pick it up. So we're drizzling some caramel sauce over it now. All right. So now the next step, well, second to last step, is to take our Tops brand whipped topping close enough to Cool Whip, and we'll spread that all around. We'll slather that all around. If y'all think when I hopefully do more and more videos of me trying more and more new recipes here and there, perhaps a lot of you may, perhaps some of you may suggest that I should start doing more like a cooking YouTube channel. Well, that's what trying more new recipes with you all is going to be about. you know, do more vlogs and videos that you all could very well maybe be interested in. I don't have much more of this left. I've used a lot of this to cover the entire rest of the top of our chocolate coconut poke cake right here, but I guess I'll put the rest, I guess I'll put the remainder of this back in the freezer. Won't have much more really to work with. Alright, so just open the oven up. I guess there's enough heat where we can pour this all in our cookie sheet right here that I just showed you all, and we'll do just maybe like 15 to 20 seconds. Take it out. If it looks like we should need to do a little bit more seconds, we'll put it in for a little bit more seconds. You do not need to put this in for long at all. Yeah, this is not something you need to leave in the oven for very long. If you leave it in the oven too long, it will definitely probably create a smoky situation. And maybe I told you this in one of my vlogs, one of my videos that I've done so far. Maybe I probably haven't. Our alarms here are really sensitive, and all it takes is just one situation with any smoky situation to trip the alarms and make the alarms here go off. So we do have to be around here, we do have to be very, very careful. So, all right. Let's try like 15 or 20 seconds. All right. Alright, we'll keep the broiler on just in case. We need to do a little bit more. Alright. See what happens for like another minute or two. Alright, I'm just going to turn this off. Got to be careful with broiling, because good thing we got our fan on. What we're going to have to do is just let this cool down a little bit. I'm going to have to just let this cool down. Sometimes we got to let this cool down. Maybe a little bit of a fail, but what we got to do is kind of underestimated how we're supposed to do the coconut part a little bit. So, but I'm letting it cool down. I'm just trying to let some of the smoke die down first, because I just don't want to be responsible for making the alarms get tripped. We do have our fan on, that's good, but we have to be careful. Okay. Might see a little bit of smoke over here. Good thing we got the fan on. It's maybe a little bit of a fail, you know. I'm learning. Again, like I said in part 1, I gave another huge shout out to Life As We Gomez for also introducing me to this as well. It's just, you know, the coconut, the flake coconut part is the part that we're kind of learning a little bit, you know. So all right, I'm gonna open this again. See, that's what the fan's for. Fan is for sucking any smoke out. You know, that's the only thing. That's why I don't use my broiler very much. The only reason I use my broiler because they insist on using the broiler for flaked coconut. Fan all in all is doing the trick with the smoke so far. See, that's why it is important to have your fan on when you're doing stuff like this, because you know, when you are in a situation where you have, where like say you're doing some broiling and stuff gets real smoky, it's able to be capable of, making sure that the smoke does not billow so much throughout the rest of the place. It keeps the smoke billowing just in this area, and the fan can be capable of sucking it all out and getting rid of it and keeping it from billowing throughout the place, especially around here where our alarms are real sensitive to smoke. Okay, so here's the deal. That's as far as I'll bring this vlog in this video. We'll go ahead and do a part 3 in a little bit with the moment of truth. We were able to show you the drizzling the caramel sauce and spreading the whipped topping. We'll do like well, maybe we'll call part 2 just the moment of truth, the trying and stuff. All right, and maybe this vlog and this video can be just like why it's important to have your fan on when anytime you're using your oven or your stove, especially when broiling. So we'll see you in just a little bit, because it's going to take a while for the smoke to calm down. Once again, as long as we've got the fan running, pretty much all is good as long as we got the fan running, because again, despite the amount of smoke that's coming out from inside the oven, having the fan running, the fan, again, like I said, the fan can be capable of keeping the smoke from billowing throughout the rest of the place, and will keep the smoke just billowing all in this area, and again, it'll just end up billowing into the fan and exiting through the fan, and once again, it will not end up billowing throughout the rest of the place. So we'll see you in just a little bit when we'll call the moment of truth part 2. Still feels pretty hot. So sometimes though you also have to wave at it too. So, alright, we'll talk to you one more time in a little bit.